This video is brought to you by The Fade. All things National Fade League related. The magazine, The Fade. You guys want to buy 12 issues, one issue a month for $74.99. You can get it right now. But wait, if you buy it right now, you can get a copy of Madden 17, the full game, for free. But there's more. If you hurry up and call in right now, you can get the college football preview of The Fade for free. That's right, 24 issues, $749.99, and Madden 17 plus shipping and handling. Call right now, 1-800-THE-FADE. Hi YouTube, I am Ezekiel Powers, back again with another episode of This Week in Sportscenter of the National Fade League. Week 5 is here, and we are back at it again with the top stories. Are the Dallas Cowboys really the best team in the NFL? We'll see later on. Some big names are traded, and let's start off with one of them. Rookie Corey Coleman gets traded to the Tennessee Titans for Jason McCourty, Kendall Wright, and a 5th round pick this year. And as you see with the new acquisition, Kendall Wright, 3 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown in his debut. However, that wasn't enough for a victory against the Patriots. Look at Patrick Chung, 5 tackles, 0.5 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Rob Gronkowski, 5 receptions, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. As Jimmy G throws 4 picks as he faces his teacher and Tom Brady, who throws 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. As you see, Eli Apple is out of the Big Apple, and we have more on that. And more trade news: the New England Patriots decided to part ways with LeGarrette Blount and Dion Lewis to get Tahir Whitehead, a great linebacker, and Theo Riddick, and another replacement for Dion Lewis, as the Detroit Lions get a two-headed monster at running back. So let's get onto the game. Tied up at 3, Carson Wentz makes a rookie mistake, throwing to DeJohn Smith for a 42-yard pick 6 as the Lions take a lead of 10-3. However, this is not over. Tied up at 10-all. Look at this, LeGarrette Blount. His first carry as the Detroit Lion trucks off. I believe that's Michael Kendricks. And look at LeGarrette Blount running to the 20, 15, 10. Gets tired and gets caught from behind at the 15-yard line. Here's one of his early carries as a Detroit Lion, but it wasn't enough as the Philadelphia Eagles remain undefeated as they move on to 4-0 after coming off a bye week. 31-24. Carson Wentz 287, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Matthew Stafford only 71 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And the Lions, after this game, they decided that they didn't need Ezekiel Ansah anymore, who was already nursing an injury. But Ezekiel Ansah, man, out in Cleveland, so when he comes back for injury, he'll be a Cleveland Brown. As you see, the Colts are also making moves as they traded their 3rd round pick this year and next year, and cornerback Rashawn Melvin for prototype corner Kyle Fuller, who needed a change of scenery. Pretty quick corner, guy who's decent in coverage, but needed a change of scenery as the Colts traded for him the week that they played the Bears, and I guess it pays off as you see the Colts win 21-6 as they move on to 2-3. Andrew Luck, 315, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Philip Dorsett, 5 receptions, a $121, and 2 TDs. Dante Moncrief with 97 yards and a touchdown as well. Jay Cutler, 124 yards and a pick. But Callahan, though, 4 tackles and 2 interceptions. So let's move on to the next game. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. And look at DeMarco Murray after they're down 7-0. Look at DeMarco Murray down the sideline. DeMarco Murray, a 70-yard rushing touchdown. High steps his way. Gets caught, but is still tackled in the end zone for a touchdown. DeMarco Murray is here. Now look at this, 7 up. Look at Ryan Tannehill on the pass, gets hit. Offensive lineman Jawan James picks it up, and he fumbles it and picked up by the Titans. He trips up, he tries to get back, and he gets tackled from behind, and that is a face mask penalty. And on the very next play, look at DeMarco Murray spinning. He fumbles the ball. So back-to-back fumbles later on in the game. Look at this, 28-21. The Dolphins are down by 7. The Titans force a fumble, but Jordan Cameron is there to pick up the ball in the end zone. So let's go later on, 28 off right now. 2 minutes left, about to be 2 minutes one. Look at Marcus Mariota throws it deep to the new acquisition, Corey Coleman, and he's at the 10-5. Corey Coleman, a 67-yard receiving touchdown as the Titans win this one 43-28. Coleman had another touchdown after that one to put the official dagger. Look at this game for Corey Coleman. These are his first touchdowns of the season. 4 receptions, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns in his Titans debut. As you see, the Titans after this game with the acquisition of Corey Coleman, they decided to move their offense in a different direction as they traded Delaney Walker to the Browns. 3rd round pick this year and next year for 2 second-round picks in this upcoming draft. Now, they had to make a big move to replace Walker, and they do, as you see. Rob Gronkowski is a Tennessee Titan. They traded away Ben Jones, Derek Morgan, and a 1st round pick this year for Gronk. The Patriots felt like they needed more offensive line and defensive line help, and they get that. And so does the Titans get a replacement for Walker. As you see, the Washington Redskins lose, giving the Ravens their first win of the season. 28-21, Paxton Lynch, 331, 4 touchdowns. Mike Wallace, a $134 and a touchdown. But look at Jordan Reed, 77 yards and a touchdown. Will Compton, 4 tackles in the pass defended. Moving on to the next game, the New York Jets are still without a loss. They couldn't join the Baltimore Ravens getting the win as they lose 7-21. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 285, a touchdown, and 2 picks as always. Look at Brandon Marshall, 7 receptions, 101 yards. Look at Ben Roethlisberger, 216, 2 touchdowns. Marcus Wheaton, 101 and a touchdown. Moving on to the next game, look at the Falcons taking on the Buccaneers. You see right there, rolling out, throws a pick to Brandon Marshall, and he's going to take this to the 40-30. He will not be able to catch him, and that is going to be an 86-yard pick six for Brandon Marshall. Now later on in the game, 4th down, about to be 2-minute warning, down by 3. As you see, Aqib Talib, this defense steps up, and that's the second pick six of the day. 41 yards and Talib doing with LeBron, and that's going to seal this one 20-11. Look at Aqib Talib on the day, 8 tackles and that pick six to seal it. Joe Flacco, the 112, a touchdown and 3 interceptions. Not the best day for him, but Matt Ryan, 4 interceptions. That's not great, but Julio Jones, a $147 and a touchdown. Moving on to the next game, you see the Dallas Cowboys still remain undefeated against Team 32, 28-10. Andy Dalton, 155 yards and a touchdown. Look at A.J. Green, only 2 receptions at 53 yards. They got shut down. Brandon LaFell did have a 43-yard touchdown, his only touchdown of the day for Dalton. Dak Prescott, 208, 3 touchdowns. You see Zeke got 3 touchdowns on the day as well. And look at the Los Angeles Rams. After beating the 49ers week 1 in a close one, lose 4 straight to the Buffalo Bills, 24-21. Tyrod Taylor threw a pick, didn't have a great game, had an awful game. Odell Beckham though, 54 yards. But look at Gillespie, 99 yards and a touchdown, and Tavon also had a day of his own as well. Moving on to the Raiders versus the Chargers. The Chargers get their first win of the year, defeating the Oakland Raiders. As you see, Derek Carr over there, 169, 2 touchdowns. Look at Latavius Murray, 79 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. But on the receiving, 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. As you see, after this game too, one game after playing for the Browns, McCourty, Kendall Wright, in that first round pick goes to the Oakland Raiders as they get traded for Michael Crabtree. As you see, Eli Apple is out of the Big Apple. He goes to Jacksonville as the Jacksonville Jaguars trade Mercedes Lewis and the 2nd round pick to the Giants. So Eli Apple, 1st round pick, he is out of the Big Apple. And speaking of the Big Apple, the Giants take their L to the Green Bay Packers. They finally get back on the board after losing 2 straight. Aaron Rodgers, 162, touchdown, 2 picks. Not the greatest day. Morgan Burnett, though, 4 tackles, 48-yard pick 6 for him. As you see, the Panthers in the Monday Night Showdown defeat the Buccaneers. Actually shuts them out. 28-0, Cam Newton, 154, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Stewart, a $108. And a touchdown with Cameron Artis-Payne, 47 yards and a touchdown. Jameis Winston didn't do anything. And let's look at the injury report. Not much injuries this week. Only T.Y. Hilton, who's a big injury, out for 7 weeks with a dislocated hip. Terrence Williams, 3 weeks. And look at the contract signings. The big one, Le'Veon Bell, 5 years, $71.3 million. Justin Tucker, 6 years, $29.8 million. That's a lot for a kicker, but we feel like he's worth it. Look at Terrell Pryor, 4 year, $28.6. All right, guys, these are your primetime players of Week 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this. More primetime players, more Sportscenter on the next week of the National Fade League. I'm Ezekiel Powers, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.